Welcome to another vlog. Today is Monday and I've got primary squat, primary bench and some arms. It's going to be a intense workout. So making 1.5 servings of pre-workout, to which I will add my unflavored creatine because for the past couple of days I have not been very consistent with creatine. I keep forgetting, especially on my BJJ days. Luckily, my pre-workout has some creatine in it. It has like 3 grams per serving. But at the current levels of intensity that I'm training, both lifting and BJJ, I can use some more creatine. So good. Let's get the workout started. So we're starting the warm up with alternating leap hops. Now we've got hop bounce. Now this is something I usually get confused with. Let's see if I do this well. Brutal. But got done with plyos. Let's move to squat warm-ups. Today I've got a single at RP7, which last week was close to 155, 156. So I want to stay there and repeat. I don't want to necessarily go up on weight and build more work capacity and volume using machines. That's kind of my goal, not to fatigue myself excessively. Stay at a certain weight. I don't mind repeating weight week after week right now. So probably 156 is where I'll stay today. Maybe 157. Bruh. What the hell? Why is it? I loaded the weight wrong. I missed loading 5 kgs this side. What a dumb ass. Time to rest. This is also when I prefer wearing my knee sleeves for my first top set. I usually try getting all my warm-ups in without knee sleeves. The primary purpose we use a knee sleeve for is honestly some compression around the knee. It does not help as much, especially these ones. These are not stiff. These are 7mm neoprene, but quite flexible, not too stiff, like the SPD comp sleeves, which probably add like 10-15 kilos to your squat instantly. These provide compression and some elasticity. They have some contribution to the stretch reflex as well at the bottom position, but I don't think I get any more than 5 kilos through sleeves. Wraps, on the other hand, once you wrap around your knee, they provide a ton of support, which is why in raw powerlifting, sleeves are allowed, but assisted powerlifting is where you use wraps. Wraps are not allowed in raw powerlifting because they assist a lot. Time for the top single. Guys, no matter which barbell lift you're doing, for your top set, always use chalk. Someone else might have used it, which will make your grip slip. Even your own sweat can mess with your grip. So chalk for your top sets, probably from your last warm-up is when you can start using chalk. You can use chalk blocks, liquid chalk, chalk powder, whatever chalk you have access to. Please make sure you use chalk for your top sets. It works for every lift, squat, bench, overhead press, deadlift, does not matter, use chalk. Bro, are the collars there? No, right? Thanks, bro. No, not a PR. No, just a top single. I had RP7, but it probably moved like an RP8. But I'm happy with it. How was depth? I just checked my program and I'm happy to report that Angus has programmed RP7 to 8 squats. So technically, I did not overshoot. It moved like an RP8. I easily had 2 more. So I did not overshoot. It was as per plan. So happy to know that I did not jump out of the program. Maxi just has been just wanting to cameo so much today. Bro, come, अच्छे से. Give people some inspiration. He's the biggest dude in the gym.
Just work out. Just go to gym no matter how your bad day. Just show up to gym. Just show up to gym. 99% is done. So 0.1% is workout. 0.1% diet. 99% showing up to gym
And that 0.1% is what Max is working on. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Maxi, he's a strong man. He competes in the sport of strongman and one of the strongest dudes I've ever met. Time for back downs. 3x3 at 132.5. I think that should be good enough today at an RP 8. Moved well. And with squats, now it's time to warm up for the bench. We have primary bench, same sets and rep scheme as squat. So top single at RP 7. But for back offs, we have got 3x5 instead of 3x3 at RP 8. RP7 means I must be able to do it for 4 reps. So I think I can get 85 for 4, maybe 83. I'm not sure. I'll have to kind of warm up and see how the warm ups move to decide what RP7 is going to be for me today. Done with warm ups. Time for the top single at 83. That's what I've picked for an easy single. Let's see how that moves. True RP7. Time to back down. Let's go. So back downs at RP8, 3 sets of 5 reps. I picked 75 kgs. Let's see how this moves. Felt like a true RP8. Good job, Shakti. Now I've got seated calf raises, which I don't remember when was the last time I did it. Probably 4 to 5 years ago. So I'm doing it again. I am not too keen on hypertrophy of my calves. I really have, I think, decent calf genetics, but this really wrecks the soleus and is great for Achilles tendon conditioning and strength. So I've got 3 sets of 5 at RP9. Let's do a few reps with the empty machine and see how it feels. Feels quite different. I am not used to calf contractions and my right calf feels a little weird, which I think will get better as I keep loading this up. I think I can go much heavier, but today I would like to use some conservative loads because I'm not used to this movement. This is a completely new movement and the last thing I want is tearing my calf. So I'll probably go up till 2 yellow plates and see how that feels like and probably stay there.
A few inches later.
Remember how I said I am going to work up to 2 yellow plates? I lied. This is 2 red plates each side, 25 kilos, and that's a total of 50 kilos. I think this should be about as high as I am willing to go today. Definitely not more. And I hope to God that I don't fail here because if I fail, nothing can be done. There are no safeties here. So let's hope I don't fail. That's an RP9. I think. And I was really this close to failing. I have never experienced this much calf cramp that I just did in this set. I think it would be wise to drop down 5 kilos. So I'll add 2.5s and remove the 5s. That would be 45 instead of 50. I think I can do that for the rest of the 2 sets. Oh my god, feels good.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
So today for intra-workout carbs, I've got Ocean. That's what I was talking about in the last video. I also could not eat a lot today, so this is quick carbs without bloating you up. Shout out to RN Trains for popularizing Ocean in India. Then with all the calf raises, now I've got the best thing in the world, arms. So I've got preacher curls and tricep extensions overhead with a bench. That's for stability, which again, coincidentally, I've never done before. So these are new movements. Preachers, I'm used to. I'm going to do them unilateral, but the tricep extensions, those would be cable, and I would probably use a rope attachment. So I'm going to be doing preacher curls with an incline bench instead of a traditional preacher bench. And the reason being that this provides something extraordinary that traditional preacher benches don't, which is this variation has an end range. Dumbbell is at a dead stop at the bottom position as opposed to in a traditional preacher bench where the weight would be hanging. Although the traditional preacher curl is not dangerous if done correctly, this just gives you that peace of mind because the deadlift, because the dumbbell is at the this just gives you more peace of mind because of the dumbbell being at a dead stop at the bottom. Don't worry so much about the tension in your biceps or the stretch at the bottom position. I assure you it's more than enough. But if you have never tried these before, this is your sign to try preacher curls with an incline bench. This is how it's done. Make sure that you are heavy on the elbows. Make sure the dumbbell moves in line with your shoulders and does not go left or right. Brace, brace, and control the eccentric. Time for the first working set, 15 kilos. I'm not sure if I can get 8 reps, but I think I can get 5 to 6 reps at least at an RPE 10, and I think that's worth changing the rep scheme from 8 to slightly less reps. Let's go. Oh my god, failure achieved at 4 reps. That's not bad at all, but 4 reps RP 10. The RP and the proximity to failure is what matters more than the rep ranges, but I should have been wise to do 12 and a half. But yeah, I'm glad I tried 15. I really thought I'll get like 5-6 reps at least. 4 reps, not bad. Always remember when doing unilateral movements, and if you do them heavy enough, you need to rest between sides as well. I just did my left side and I'm resting close to a minute before doing my right side. Now it's time for the right side. Let's go. This, I'm pretty sure I'll get more than 4 reps because right is my dominant arm. That's what RP10 looks like. Your bar speed or your weight speed needs to be super slow. That's how you know you are at close proximity to failure. So after getting done with preachers, this is the last exercise of the day, which is bench supported overhead tricep extensions. And for them, I've put on my elbow sleeves as well, just to make sure that my elbows and my forearms don't get inflamed from the tricep extensions. I'm a little bit upset about my preacher curl performance, especially as far as my left bicep is concerned, because I got far too less reps on the left bicep than my right. Looking back, I think I recorded a video for Instagram and I used my left bicep to demonstrate that movement, which is probably why my left bicep was fatigued and I could not get as many reps. Regardless, I got 1 extra set on my left arm just to get some extra volume. Now I have my working set on overhead tricep extensions. Let's see how that goes. 8 reps at an RP 10. So 8 reps here probably felt more like an RP 8. I think I easily had 2 more. So I'm gonna go up on weight on the next 2 sets. I don't think I should treat this as a warm up. I'm already pretty fatigued, so I'll just do 2 more sets at a slightly heavier weight. This was 45 kilos, so I'll go up till 50. Time for the second set at 50. Let's see how this moves. In all honesty, I would say this was also probably an RP 8, even after increasing the weight, but I'll kind of stick to this because the next increment is a 5 kilo increment, and that makes me wonder if I should invest in a gym pin so that I can micro load the machines. I'll have to reflect on this. Workout's done, the gym is going to close now, so a quick flex and pump check. This is how I look today. I weighed a little bit less. I think 71.9 is what I weighed in today. Arms are obviously pumped. Chest is a little bit pumped from the bench press. Let's look at the quads today. I think have really good quads for my body weight, which could be better because I do a lot of low bar squats which do not directly emphasize the quads. But I think just adding a few sets of leg extensions every week should take care of my quads. So this is how I look. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Subscribe.